I've been wanting to see you because I haven't seen you for so long to give you a hug, but also because I felt the need to give Meredith a hug.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
Of
That was
course.
good for my soul as a Grays fan.
Thank you so much.
The reaction to Derek's death, you knew it was going to be huge.
Of course.
You shot that video where you're like, we have fangirls down. But were you anticipating that level of just heartbreak over that character dying?
I was. I knew it was going to be huge. Of course, I think we all did. Patrick was, an integral part of the show, and it was huge for the fans, and I think we knew it was pretty big. It was very hard for everyone.
I have to say what Shauna said today in the press conference made a lot of sense, which is that it really was the only option as far as how to let the character go. Do you agree with that?
I mean, I'm not a writer, but we had a lot of discussions about the aftermath and, the onslaught of death threats she received and things. And, it's true. There's only certain ways you can do that. When Sandra Oh left, which was equally devastating, if the character's still alive, then the audience can never let go of that character, and then they always want them to come back. Is she going to come back? Is she going to come back? So I think knowing that he did 11 amazing seasons and was ready to move on, you can't have that. And you can't have his character, like she said, be a bad guy. You don't want him to be a bad guy and leave his family. So she really, that was the sort of, and it's called a drama for a reason. It sort of has to be big and dramatic.
It wasn't the first time your show made me ugly cry, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
I know. I mean, do you see my ugly cry at the episode after?
Emmy-worthy ugly cry? Yes, I did see it, Ellen. That deserves an Emmy. My God, we all felt it. It was so good.
I don't think they give Emmys to people who keep shows on the air forever.
I don't know why.
Well, they should.
They should.
I mean,
what are you excited about for this season moving forward? Meredith is single, living in a house with other single women. I'm kind of excited to see that.
Yeah, I am too. It's the first time in 12 years I've ever been single on the show. So I'm excited for that. And, like I've said in my response on Twitter and like I've said all day, I think the story of losing a loved one, my father lost my mother, when I was 5 years old. And I think the idea of losing a spouse is such a significant story to tell. So many veterans and people have to deal with that. So many men deal with it with their wives passing away from breast cancer. People unfortunately lose spouses all the time. It's the most devastating thing I think you can go through. So the opportunity to play that, I think, is a gift and an homage to my own family. And I'm very grateful that the fans are so interested, and I hope I do it justice.